Hello once again, our most valued student. My name is Confident and welcome to our 24-minute lesson. Today I'm bringing you a different session and it is not the usual mathematics, but I'm bringing you the Rubik's Cube challenge. And most of you, I think you are aware of the Rubik's Cube. And I just want us to have a bit of some challenge. Remember, all the work and no play, it makes Jack a dull boy. But they say also all the play and no work makes Jack a mere boy. So at the end of the day, we need to balance between work and play. So I thought of giving us a bit of challenge, and this is the Rubik's Cube. And I don't know how many of you are able to solve this Rubik's Cube. And just before I get into this one, it's not yet solved. As you can see, it's mixed up. I just want us to solve it in simple steps. I'm not going to go through step by step on how you solve this, but at the end of the video I am giving away this Rubik's Cube. It's a good feel. It's a Rubik's Cube I bought from that is Toy Rice. It's Toy Rice, and it's a quality Rubik's Cube that will last. You find sometimes you buy some of them from the Chinese shops, you find that they break away, but this is of good quality. So I want us to solve this Rubik's Cube. But before we do that, again, as I said, I'm giving away this one. If you are interested in this challenge and you think that you can grab a chance to win this one, I will pose a question on YouTube, and if you answer the question correctly, I'm going to send you this cube. But that is not the end. After I've given you this cube, you have to promise me to solve it. Okay? So even if you don't know how to solve it, it's a good challenge for your brain. Some, they say it's even a stress reliever. To me, I think it does relieve some of the pressure. If I'm having pressure, I find myself focusing on the cube, and it's more like a sport. So there are geniuses who have been able to do this thing. I think the record breaker currently is 7 seconds. Can you believe it? Someone solving this thing in 7 seconds, and you're asking yourself, how many hours do I take to solve this? I can solve this in an hour's time. So stay tuned for the next hour to watch me solving it. I'm joking, but I can solve it under 5 minutes. I'm not really an expert in terms of speed, but I've managed to master the steps in solving this cube. So I just want us to solve it together. But also, guys, remember, this is the 24-minute lesson. It is a mathematics channel. It focuses on grade 8 up to 12 for maths, as well as those who are doing their engineering maths for N1 to N4, as well as we have a new channel which is called 24-minute lesson, the NCV, for those who are doing their national vocational studies. So it is also a different channel altogether. So guys, again, solving this Rubik's Cube, I will say is the Rubik's Cubes for the underdogs, because I take too long solving it. So consider me an underdog in this thing, but I want us to solve it without hurrying, but taking a few steps. It might be difficult for you to follow, but you need to know the twistings and how to, get a nice feel of this cube. You don't have to fight it. It's not a war, guys. You are not fighting. Eh? We are not fighting. So don't find yourself trying to twist this thing. Of course, it is going to break, but just do it tenderly, nicely so. And as you are moving it, as you get a feel of it, as you get used to it, you'll be able now to be moving. So first of all, you need to understand how this cube is all about. So I'm just going to describe to you the few things called the centers, and then how we go about solving it. So I'm going to, again, as I said, I'll zoom into this and show you how we can go about solving it. So when we are doing the Rubik's Cube, the first thing that you need to be aware of is your centers. And by centers, we are talking about, for example, this is a white center. So you need to know how these centers go about. So we have got a white center, we have got an orange center, we have got a green center, we have got a red, and we have got a blue, and a yellow. I hope I said all of them. But look now how these centers go about. The white center goes with the yellow, and then the green center, it goes with the blue, and then the orange center, it goes with the red. Now these are standard. This is a standard color Rubik's cube. So you expect centers to be like that. If you find yours having a mix-up of these centers, unfortunately you won't be able to solve it. If it has got, for example, a blue with the yellow, it's a fake Rubik's cube. That's why I told you, go and buy a Rubik's cube from a genuine place. You'll find them. Yeah? You buy a Rubik's cube from this other shop, you take it home, only to discover that you are failing to solve it, or you are failing to follow up the instructions just because of the centers. So let me repeat again. The white, it goes with the yellow, and then the red, it goes with the orange, and then the green, it goes with the blue. So now whenever you are starting as a beginner, when you are solving your Rubik's cube, start with the white center. So you move from white then to the yellow. So let's do that. So with the white center, the aim is to form a plus of white. That's what we want to do here. We want to form a plus. So what you do is you look at, for example, let me look at, for example, there is my white. I want this white. You can see that it is with the orange, and I want to locate an orange center because this white has orange. So if I twist it around, for example, you see, if I twist it around, it's on top, but it is orange with what? With blue. So if I move it around, there we go, I've got orange, and then I've got white. Remember, the aim is to form a plus. So this one was easier. It is just the white and then the orange. That's the first step. Again, identify another one. There it is. You see, I've got a white and a green. So what I will do is to move it around. The best thing is to move it to the bottom so that you don't disturb the top. So there it is. It's at the bottom. Then twist it around. Twist it around. There is the green and the green, but the white, you see where it is. If I take it to the top, I have my white is there, but I want it to go to the top. Now the green is there, I want it to go to the bottom. So how do you go about this? You can twist it around, look at what I'm doing, and then take the white to the top. You see, I've got now green, but the problem is the green is with the red. You see, now what do? I have to twist so that it joins this side. If I twist it, look at this, it joins green, green. All right, but the problem is I also have this one that is fixed up here. The moment I'm twisting, you see, I'm destroying, but I'm forming the green. Still fine, you do that. Then take green out of the way, and then you have to bring back that orange. You see, the orange is back. Now look for that green that you're twisting. You take it to the top. Now look at it. You have your what? You have your green, orange. We are forming a what, guys? A plus. Let's look for the other one. There is the other one is actually solved. Look at this. I've got the white and the red. If I just take it to the top, see this white, if I take it to the top and it's with the red, look at this. This one was not difficult. It's the red, red and white. I'm slowly forming my plus. The only outstanding one is that part. Then you'll see a white plus. Now if I move my Rubik's cube, there is a white part, because you're looking for the whites that not in the center but the lower center. So this is the lower center. So if I move it, so it has the red, see that? I mean, it has the blue. So it's white with blue, so I must twist it around. Oh, there is my blue, so I must twist it around like this. If anything you twist at the bottom is not going to be affecting the white, the top. So if I twist it around, there it is. I've got my what? My blue and my white. If I take it to the top, I'm almost there, but not the end. Look at this. The blue is on top, the white is here, but I want it to go other way around. So look how you do it. Similarly, take it to the side. Now, the moment I'm going to take it to the top, it is going to affect this part. Look, I'm going to take it to the top, but now look how it's like. It looks like a plus, but I've moved my orange. Look at my orange, which I will bring back. And then after that, I'm going to twist this so that it joins the blue. But now, once you have done that, I just want to show you something. Everything now is upside down. You see, I've got the red is no longer in line. I've got the green no longer in line. It's only the blue that is now in line, which I was trying to fix. So which means once I want to take it back, if I twist this thing back, it will go to the original place, you see? But now the aim is to solve this guy. So I can take it out of the way and then twist things back as they were. Look at this. If I'm twisting things as they were, I've got my what? Red. I've got my what? My green. Now I need to take that blue that made me change things, and then I must look for my orange, and this is my orange here. Now look, I've got a plus. Don't worry with this corner. The plus, as I was telling you about, forget about this. The plus I was telling you about is that. So it's the upper center, the side center, and the lower center, and this center. So it's a plus. So the aim is to start there. Now I'm saying forget about this because I can actually take it out of line like that. And let me take them out. So you see, this is the plus. When you have done this, you have now to fill up these. So what do? You have to be, you need a technique of it. It's always standard. You don't have to struggle with this. You look at this white. There is the orange and the green. So you ask yourself, there is a center that connects the orange and the green. Let me show you. This is, I've got a green here, and I've got the orange. Look at this, green and orange, green and orange. So this particular white, where it is, which was connecting the green and orange. So this particular white, so I can take it in a way. Don't forget to maintain your center. Your center must always be on top. So this green and orange, I can bring it here. And then when I'm bringing it here, I want it to come there. Alright, I want it to come there. So what will I do? Look at this. I take it in. You count 1, 2. You do that. And then I bring it back. And then look it there. And then there it is. I've got the green. And then while you're doing the green, it does the orange. So I've filled that corner. I do the same thing, the blue and the orange. So you ask yourself, there is the blue, there is the orange, which means I can actually fit it here. It's just that this needs to come to the other side and the orange needs to come to the other side, because this is the orange. So if the orange can come like that and the blue come like that, it becomes fine. But how do you do it? Take it out of the way, remove it, and bring things back. So I have it's down here, but still I need to bring it, remember, to the top there. So how do I do that? Bring it up, do that, do that, do that, do that, and then I continue. I bring it like this. It's actually, there it is. I bring like that, I bring like that. Okay, it's not the one. I bring it like this, I bring it like this, and then there it is. You see, blue, orange. I filled 2 centers. Now we try this red and blue. Now red and blue, where will it go? Red and blue will go here, because there is the blue and there is the red. So it will go there. So what do? So red and blue, same thing. I want this guy. It's at the bottom, see? I'm here, but it's at the bottom. There is the white at the bottom. So I want it to go to the top. So what do you do here? What you do is you take this, twist it. See where it is now? There it is. Twist out, twist again, take it up, twist again, twist, and put it, and there it's filled. It's just with practice, it will work. Now I'm left with the last one, but it's already here, but I need to just play around it. It's the green. So how do you play around this thing? You take it down, move it out, take it back. You see, you keep on taking things back. Now I want to bring it in. What do you do? Bring it to that corner, then twist, and then twist, and then there it is, and then twist to the top. Then what you have is this. You are done with this part. Now when you are done with this part, you have to twist it where the white, which is solved, goes to the bottom. But look how nice it is. The way the white, the center goes with orange, center with orange, center with green, center with red, center with blue. So it's always standard. So when you take the white, which has been formed, to the bottom, now what you are looking for anything outside yellow. Don't look for the yellow. It's also the centers here, but you're looking for anything that does not have yellow. For example, I'm looking for this guy, orange and green. So I have to go and locate a green center, twist it around, twist it around. You see, this is a green center. Now, when you have done that, there is a bit of a step that you take, but I will say for you at this stage, let me just do the step. It's a bit of 5 moves, but you need to get used to it. So it goes there, you twist, you twist, you twist, you twist, you twist, and then you twist. That is that, and then you twist and you twist, and then you put it that. Remember, the white is still there, and then we start again. Look for the orange. This is green and red, so we look for the green. Where is green? Where is green? Where is green? You start. So the problem is I can't do it on this side, because I'm still not a genius, as I said. So what you do with it, you work around the red. So you do it, you do the moves, If I stop a bit, sometimes it confuses me, But now look at it. I'm forming this thing. It's forming as I'm doing that. Then the next one I said avoid the yellow. So I can't use yellow and orange because the yellow has to be the last part. So, but I have one. There it is. Red and orange. So what I want is, I want this guy, red and orange. If it twists well, where can it come? If it twists well, the orange, this can come here. So you can take this piece here, the red. You see, I've got the red and blue. So the blue will come here, the red will go there. So I do the same thing so you do that, you do that, you do those moves. You see, so there it is. It's coming in. The red is done, the green is done. Now we're left with that guy. We must take it out of the way. So you move it around, check out. You see, now if everything has got the yellow, let's say you don't have an option and everything, let me check if, we still have, there it is, orange and blue. So where do I need to put it? It must simply come there. So for it to come there, I do that, these are the moves, and then there we go. Look at it. What do I have here? Green, red, blue, orange. I know I'm not a good teacher at the moment, but I'm gonna do it so slowly as I get comfortable with this. Anyway, now the last part is doing the yellow now. What do you have? When you have the first thing you have to check now, always maintain your white at the bottom. Nothing has changed. So what you do is, there is your yellow, you are holding it in such a way that you are seeing that line. So you do some moves, there are those moves, but you get comfortable with them. There it is. And then after that, you rearrange it and continue doing this move that I'm doing here. I'll be able to tell you next time. Look, it keeps on, the moment you do those moves, it keeps on forming its thing on top. But now at this stage, when I've got this one, I do the other move, and then the other move here. At this stage, I can do is that, and that. Now, I do the same move again. Guys, this thing is standard. The aim was to form this plus. Just like we did at the bottom. You see, it's a sequence. It's a, what do they call this? It's a sequence. That's why it's got math in it, It's after that, I look for these two centers. After the plus, I put it on my left hand side. I I repeat the step. You'll see I form what they call a fish. So I put the fish in my hand here. So the fish must come and feed on my hand here. When I hold it, I repeat the step. It's actually not complicated when you start doing this. Look, the yellow is done. When the yellow is done, now the aim is the last part. You have got your white, you have got your yellow. These are still intact, so the last part to do is the last layer. So how do you go about the last layer? It's also got some moves that you have to do. You know, I used to struggle with this move. You know, I will know Rubik's Cube, and then all of a sudden I forget this move. But you know, I'm getting better and better. But when you do that, you will find that you get something like this. The first 1, 2. I bring it here, so that I've got what? My blue. I repeat the move. Repeat. 1, 2. Bring it to the top. Repeat. 1, 2, and then back to the bottom. So you start to see now this thing is shaping up even much better. Look at this. Blue there, but now look, it's got pattern. It's a pattern. You know, this is a sequence. Now you do the last. These are now the last moves. Now you ask yourself, see, this thing must come there. This one must go in. It's almost done. It's just one move. Change, move, change. Because you're supposed to go like that. You do that. You do that. You do that. You do that. You try that. You try that. And then you locate your white back. And then you see, that is it. It gets solved. There it is, guys. So you have got your yellow, you have got your white, you have got your red, you have got your orange, you have got your green, and you've got your blue. So this is the Rubik's Cube, and I've solved it. But next time when I'll be solving it, I will have a sequence on the side. You know, I'll put something on the side on the screen to say, do left, do right, do up, do down. You know, all those arrows. They're actually there on internet. But I was trying to intrigue you to say, it is a good practice to solve the Rubik's Cube. Don't you want to solve it? I think this can be your month's challenge or your year's challenge if ever you're busy. You know, if you ask me how long it took to solve this thing, I won't tell you. As an underdog, you can imagine, just think how long I took to solve this thing. I just don't want to say. But at the end of the day, I told myself, come on, I still can solve it at my old age. You're still young, I think you can solve it. Already some of the guys here can solve it in a few seconds, you know, in a minute or so. Let's talk. Give me a challenge. How many minutes can you solve yours? Give me some comments, and then we can get the challenge. So guys, that was our Rubik's Cube, and solving the Rubik's Cube is not really that much difficult, I'll say, but it is difficult. Because as I said, I don't know how long I took to solve this Rubik's Cube. But anyway, coming to solve it, I've got a new Rubik's Cube which is up for grabs for some of you who want to have a Rubik's Cube that they can solve. I will be more comfortable to give it to someone who has not solved it yet. Alright, so if you're already a person who's a master of this, just give others a chance. Let them get hold of this. What I'm trying to say is, if you know the answer but you are already able to solve it, there is something I want you to do for us. Take yourself a video solving the Rubik's Cube, and then what we're going to do, we're going to collect all those videos, and we're also going to post them on our channel so that we can see different strategies or ways some of you are using to solve the Rubik's Cube. So it will be very good for someone who's starting afresh. And your challenge now, if you are starting from scratch, give yourself some time. It can be a month, it can be 5 months, it can be a year. I don't want to tell you how long I took, but I did as an underdog. Okay, so that's it, guys. And coming back to the channel, this is the 24-minute lesson. This is the channel that is made with you in mind, and it is for the underdog. Now, what is an underdog? The underdog is someone who says, in math, the underdog is someone who says, I'm struggling, I'm battling with my math, but I believe given enough chance, if someone can take me through the stages, I can be able to master it as well. So that is why I come into the picture. I'm here to help you with your math challenges, but I'm looking at someone who is not already a high flyer. I'm looking for someone who says, I'm from the bottom and I want to rise in a way, from the misconceptions and the challenges that I'm facing. I was once there, so I understand your pain. I understand why the math sometimes can be a challenge. It is made difficult at times. Some people just make it difficult for the sake of being difficult. Some, they want to prove that they are geniuses. Some, they want to prove, I know how to do the thing fast. If your educator is doing it so fast that you are left mesmerized, man, what's the point? That's why I'm saying, let me be there for you. This channel is there for you who says, I'm struggling, but please help me go through the steps. But after you have shown me the way, I'll be able next time to solve it without anyone's help. That's why this channel was made with you in mind. So guys, remember to subscribe and ensure that notification bell is turned on. Why? Whenever we are posting videos, YouTube can send you a notification. You don't want to be left behind. Already there is some good content that we have for the new year, and it is going term by term or trimester by trimester if you are doing the end courses. But if you are doing the normal schooling, every term there is a full content that you can go through, so that the time you are writing your tests and exams, you are already ready. We have come to the end of our lesson. Good luck to the one who's going to win the Rubik's Cube. Thank you.